Revelation 907. From the 11th of May 1939. Gagged, will. Free will. The entire universe must obey my will, and so I direct every star and every grain of sand according to the law which exists from eternity and has come forth from my will and has become a deed through my omnipotence and wisdom. This is an irrefutable fact unshakable by any other being, because every being is also subject to this law, because it is likewise something created by me, is always and constantly directed, which has emerged from my love will and therefore is animated by me and my power. And so there is no being and nothing in the universe which does not carry my will in itself and therefore must be corresponded to it. Only in a certain state of maturity, I withdraw my will from the being in so far that I leave it free will, in acting and thinking. I certainly determine its way of life and form and arrange all life and experience around it in such a way that it is conducive to its higher development, but I leave it completely free in the forming of its inner life and have therefore in no way a determining effect on the being. And this is of greatest necessity, but must also explain to you why the overgreat misery in spiritual relationship on earth could come and how I cannot have a compulsory effect on the will of man, if the law from eternity is not to be overturned. Only the free will can accomplish the last redemption of the being, otherwise the spirit from God would be gagged himself and therefore rage against himself. In order to understand this, you must be in the state of light, because this is so overwhelming and cannot be made fully understandable to you humans on earth. Only one thing is to become clear to you, that the wrestling of man on earth is for this very reason such a difficult and significant one, because I must respect the freedom of the will and therefore can only intervene in all other events to make this your will so submissive that it enters into my will of its own accord. But then also for this man, the earthly way is of blessing. But mankind recognizes my will less and less and therefore also cannot be left without help, and when I send them help from above, they reject and again let their will rule without submitting it to mine. And the struggle for my children becomes more and more difficult because they lack love. Because where love is, there will also be recognition. Because there I can work directly. Their will is submissive and completely subordinated to me, and therefore no obstacle will be put in the way of my work from above, because whoever seeks me, will find me, and who is active in love, his is also seized by my love and mercy. Man feels infinitely small in the face of my omnipotence. He walks humbly and asking the right way which leads to the Father of the universe. And his own will has brought him redemption through love. Amen.